Shalom, shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quedash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a quick lesson and Lord willing share an article with you, Akim and Akwaf. Pretty much going into the diabolical plan of these elite in their efforts to crown their enterprise of success in the form of this new world order. And according to biblical prophecy, us Akiyam and Akwaf are fully aware that this thing is going to end with utter failure. And ultimately, this devil is going to be met, all right, with the judgment written. When Yahweh Shai cracks these clouds and takes this damn place off the map. But a lot of calamity is going to come with it prior to that buildup of the climax of Yahweh Shai coming and delivering his elect, okay, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Israelites, and speckled birds that may look like the other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be delivered, okay, out of the destruction, out of those missiles, all right, that are destined to rain upon Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America, man, and other areas of the earth are going to get hit as well. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I just wanted to get into this article real quick. But let's grab this. Let's grab this real quick. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, in verse 15, and it reads, matter of fact, I want Psalms, chapter 9, Salakia, in verse 15, right? And it reads, the heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. You see, so these damn devils are going to become trapped, are going to get caught up in the same trap, okay, that they set up. All right, these devils are going to fall upon their own sword. You see? Because what these damn devils don't understand is every single time they make a move on the chessboard, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is one move ahead. So it's going to come to a point where they're going to make their last move. And that's going to very well cost them their whole kingdom, their life, you see, and everything that they stand for, man. These devils are not going to ride off into the sunset, in the fourth industrial revolution, bottles up, cheering, and talking about, we made it. No. Scripture says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, man. And the strait goes into what? A position of difficulty. These damn devils are going to have a hard time crowning this enterprise of success the whole way through. You see, and it's actually going to fail pursuing the biblical prophecy. It's not going to be a success. Let's get one more. The Lord, the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 16, it reads, the Lord, right, Yahweh, see the capitals, is known by the judgment which he executeth. And this is how us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know our power. Through the judgment that he executed on us, man. You see, we wrought his judgment in the form of these various captivities. You see, in the events of these heathen being able to handle us roughly, especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You see, in these conditions that we live in today, from being redlined to being at the bottom of society. See, this is the judgment executed upon Israel by our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and this is how we know him. And pursuing the Sirach, the 36th chapter, this is how you heathen are going to know our power. You see? And you're going to know that there's no other power but Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Let's continue on. The wicked, and here's the point, the wicked, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, first and foremost. The book of Malachi, the first chapter, coins this devil, this whole nation, men, women, and child, as the border of wickedness, man, whom the Lord will have indignation forever. And that word indignation goes into righteous anger. You see, it's not written, various times throughout the scriptures that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hates Esau and loves Jacob. That's not written for no reason, man. You see, the wicked is snared, right? And what's a snare? A trap. And the work of his own hands. Hegion Salah. And those ICBM missiles, okay? Those weapons of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai's indignation. It's one of the major traps, okay? That's going to snare evil E. Because the same weaponry, he was going around the world bullying other countries with, bombing on, is going to be the same form of device used to take this man out. Now let's get into this article real quick. Right, this is from the Zero Hedge. Right, and the title reads, "Is the New World Order on the I believe you define that, say that word, precipice? Either way, we're going to look it up. Right, let's get this word real quick.
Precipice.
Precipice, we were close, right? And it goes into what? A very steep rock face, right? Or cliff, especially a tall one. So they're on the edge, man. All right, they're on the edge. You see? Bluff, height, encampment, scarf. Right. So let's go back. So is the New World Order on the precipice, right? On the edge, right? The New World Order nobility may be receiving more roadblocks for their plans than they had anticipated. And this is scriptural. All right, this is scriptural. The book of Job goes into it. All right. Every hand of the wicked should be upon them. I believe that's Job 20. Right, when they're about to fill their belly. See, it's not. They're gonna be in a position of difficulty all the way through. Hey, this is biblical prophecy, man. You see, the entire scam is based on the ignorance and complacency of the great masses of people in the Western-based economies, right? And that word complacency pretty much goes into being laxed, comfortable, right? And it's actually a form of pride. Matter of fact, let's get this word real quick too.
Complacency.
Right, complacency, a feeling or smug or uncritical satisfaction with oneself or one's achievements. Let's get some similar words. Right, self-approval, self-regard, gloating, right, triumph, pride, see, told you, right, laxity, right, laziness, carelessness, right. This is where these people live deliciously, man. They've been living deliciously here for ages, man. For hundreds of years. Hey, but that's about to change. See? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is about to bring calamities to this place, man. In more ways than one. You people are going to find that out the highway. Let's get a little more. Control of the West is essential for world domination, and that's a fact. How do we know that? Because this is the hammer of the earth. This is the whore that rides the beast. You see? America is the whore that rides the beast. Okay, you got the 7 heads and 10 horns, consisting of what? The NATO and the EU. You see? And America is the 8th that rides on the beast, controlling everything, controlling the moves. decision making, laws, decrees, which are laws. You see? This is why this whore is the one sending out these sanctions everywhere. You see, but the thing is, the people of this nation have been given a wide range of rights. Okay? This is the land of the free, as they say, home of the brave. You see? And in the form of this Constitution, which is being stripped from you people slowly but surely, these people have become waxed and pride. You see? And it's going to be a bloodbath taking these guns from these people, man. Starting with these right-wing Edomites. It's not going to be easy to have these Americans transition into this fourth industrial revolution. See? It's going to get ugly out here. It's going to get bloody. See? And this is going into those days of trouble, man, the Jacob's trouble. It's going to be heavy. See, everything's going to end here in Babylon. You know, we see various things happening all throughout the world. You see? Famine, right? Uproars of the people, right? These things are going to come to Babylon in a whole new way. And when they hit Babylon, hey, this thing didn't reach its climax, man. You see? But it's true. Control of the West is essential for world domination. Absolutely. Right? We are the source of wealth and innovation, which makes it imperative. Right? This is the hammer of the earth. Let's go get that real quick. In the book of Psalms, the 50th chapter. Salakia. Why am I thinking Psalms? Jeremiah 50. Right, I'm going to start at verse 1, and it reads, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon, right? And this is talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. All right, not ancient Babylon. And against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Okay, we're going to jump down to verse 23. Right? How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? See? And again, this is a future prophecy. This is talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, aka America, man. And it's going to become a desolation because of World War III when that final battle takes place, man. Okay? And these missiles are shot on Babylon. You see, this place is going to be destroyed through that thermonuclear fallout. Okay, let's get a little more. I have laid a snare, which is a trap for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Right? The pride of her heart has deceived her. See, these people think, hey, they're gonna rule forever, man. You know how grim this NWO looks. These devils really think they're gonna be able to make it happen. They believe in their heart they can make it. They can do it. See, but that goes into the pride of Esau. He is a proud man. Okay, and he believes in his blessing. See, and he's about to lean upon it, which is that sword. He's gonna force people to do what he wants, man. In the form of what? These draconian laws he's gonna push, man. He's gonna what? Weaponize the food, man. What? He's gonna take down the grid, block it out, freeze you people up. There's certain ways this man can move. There's certain ways he's gonna move in efforts to make you people do what he says, man. See? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Right? This man has put max effort to come against our power and his people, which consists of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hey, but there's a penalty for that. You see all the bloodshed that you shed of us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all the families that you ripped apart, okay? All the men, women, and children that you've destroyed, right? And buried their bodies underneath your concrete jungle, there's a penalty for that. Okay? And we're about to come into that penalty soon come. Let's go back to this article, man. Right, let's continue on. Let's stick to the point. Right, let's continue on. Hey, look at that. See? And he got, oh, those are digital. These come digital now. Electronic. This man got over 35,000 of them, man. In these FEMA camps, man, that you people think don't exist. Y'all gonna find that out the highway too. Right, let's continue on. China is believed to be a huge source of economic and political power. But actually, without the West being a customer, Slovakia, China is a backwater without technology, markets, energy, and foodstuffs. The government is unstable as shown in the past few weeks with the new attempted lockdowns. Their food shortages of the past 2 years are not mentioned by the simpletons of the media, but contribute to general instability. The Chinese are a huge unknown to our intellectual elite, whether they realize it or not. Control of the sluggish population of Chinese is an easy task compared to Europe and North American farmers, but all are now stirring. This does not even consider India and Russia by adding these cards to the deck. The game plan of the WEF, which is what, the World Economic Forum, all right, which is headed by who? Who founded that company? Founded that federation or organization? Klaus Schwab, the damn demon. Okay, attempted coup appears poorly designed. All right, with a small chance of successful domination. See, so it's looking grim. And again, it's scriptural that it'll be this nigga will be in a slippery place, man. Psalm 73. Lord willing, we're gonna get that. You see, that leaves two options regarding their plans. Either they are rather sophomoric, right? Or there is a plan simmering as yet unknown. I vote for sophomoric. Where sophomoric goes into what? Sophomore. Which goes into what? Let's get this word real quick.
Sophomoric.
Sophomoric. Relating to characteristic of a sophomore. See? Right? Pretentious or juvenile. Okay? Right, so let's continue on. All international schemes have revolved around the U.S. Ooh, let's get this. All international schemes have evolved around the U.S. for 100 years. Why? Because of our ability to fund any type of debauchery. You see? This is the center of abomination. America is the hammer of the earth. This is the controller. This is the powerhouse. The current unknown is how do they expect the U.S. consumer to drive the economies that they expect to dominate if we are poor, hungry, and cold? Because this is the judgment written. That's why. You people are going to be poor, hungry, and cold. Okay? These are the plagues that are going to be sent upon this whore, man. Because of her great trespass. That's going to happen. We're going to prove that too, Lord willing. Europe has been used as a test bed for the new system as they are used to being dominated by a system of their betters. You see? Now what I want to do, let's go to the book of Psalms real quick. So you can see it's not going to be an easy task, man. It's an impossible task, really. According to biblical prophecy, it's going to be what? Unsuccessful. Let's go to Psalm 73. And this is going into the wicked right here, man. Right? The book of Psalms chapter 73 and verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. See? And when you're in a slippery place, there's no foundation there. You see, you can't find proper footing. You see, you're carried headlong, like it says in Job. In Job the 5th chapter, these devils are carried headlong, man. You see? Thou castest them down into destruction, and that's the climax. Them being met with destruction. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment. Scripture says it's going to take 1 hour to take Babylon out. They are utterly consumed with terrors, man. You see? And when Yahweh Shai cracks these clouds, hey, that's going to be a terrifying moment. These people's faces are going to be blackened. All you're going to see is back teeth showing and eyes wide open, man. These people are not going to know what to do. They're going to be through, giving up the ghosts, having strokes and heart attacks on the spot. When they see Yahweh Shai and the hosts of having come through with them, man. You see? Hey. This is beautiful, and we anticipate that. We want to see that. Those of us that are in this truth, man, as Akiyam and Akwa. We want to see it. You see? We want to see this place get tormented, man. By Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. You see, we want to see Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai take vengeance on this place, man. And recompense us for what these people have done to us, man. You see? Let's go to Revelations real quick. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 7, and it reads, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, man. You see these people, man? Refrigerators full of food, throwing away food, wasting food. Food spoiling, man. They don't get to it. Hey, they didn't get to it, they just throw it away. No worries, no problem. You see? Everyone's overweight. Right? So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Right? This is what these people think. Because no real calamities have came upon this land. The only calamities that have came upon this land were upon us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. See? But now you damn devils are about to fail it. You see? Hey, it's payback time, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to be the one to give it to you. See? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to be the one to pay you back. In the form of these calamities, right? Ultimately in the form of these missiles, man. And then in the kingdom of heaven, in the eon to come, you're going to fall into the hands of Israel, man. Pursuing in Ezekiel, the 25th chapter. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 8, and it reads, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. See? Hey, you people going to be cold as a motherfucker, man. Hungry as shit. All right? Starving out, man. And pursuing the book of Lamentations, the 4th chapter, it's better to die by the sword than to be stricken through with famine, man. You see, it's better to die by the sword than get hit with that famine. Let me go get that real quick. That's worth getting. This is worth getting real quick. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 9, it reads, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through, for want of the fruits of the field, man. You see? You pine away, man. Going into what? You rot away, man. You're going to just disintegrate away, man. Through. Hey, being starved out's no joke. That is no joke. Therefore, the book of Revelation chapter 18 and verse 8, and it reads, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. See, those missiles, that's the climax of the plagues that are going to be sent. Those missiles, man. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her, man. See? And let's continue on. Let's get a little more. See, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to judge you demons, man. You're going to be visited by Al-Shadia, a demon-like power, man. The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 9, and it reads, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her, see? And lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. This is going to make international news, man. This thing's going to be broadcasted throughout all four corners of the earth. The destruction of Babylon. Mystery Babylon the Great. You see? And these other countries that have done business with her, because this is a major import, you see? They're going to bewail her, man. They're going to bewail her, man. Hey, the store is closed. Business is closed. There's going to be no more calling this place the land of traffic, man. Hey, it's going to be game over. You see? It's going to be game over for Babylon. That whole fourth industrial revolution, NWO, hey, that's a vain thing. It's not going to be successful. And hey, we're not the only one that believe that. I mean, this is scriptural. It's biblical prophecy that it's going to be unsuccessful. But even individuals that don't even know about the scriptures can see it, as we're going into in this article. You see? This thing's on the edge. You see that? Hey, it's not going to be a successful move. Let's go to the book of Job. Matter of fact, the closer you devils get to the attempting of crowning this thing, that's what's going to bring on your destruction, pursuing the biblical prophecy. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22, and it reads, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. And straits goes into what? A position of difficulty. See? Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right, when you get this word wicked, it's not going into, let me get this real quick. Bear with me real quick.
Strong's H 6001. A male. A male.
Right, and it goes into what? Laborer, sufferer, right? Wretched one, laborer, workman. See, so the laborers, right? The workmen, the people in your kingdom, man. Those of us that are breaking our back, man. These people are not. Hey, they're not gonna settle for your nonsense, man. There's gonna be uproars of the people. See, men invading one another, like it goes into in 2nd Esdras, man. See, for the lack of bread, and for other many reasons, man. Hey, these people are gonna lose their mind, man. Hey, it's not gonna be an easy transition. As a matter of fact, the transition is not even gonna be realistic. Right, let's continue on. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 23, and it reads, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. You see? So y'all gonna get hit, smack dead in the head with intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Okay? This place is gonna get wiped off the map. And we understand that you at least that are hiding out elsewhere. in other areas of the earth pursuing the biblical prophecy, you're going to make it. In efforts to fulfill biblical prophecy for you to be the first fruits, okay, of slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? Hey, that's how it's going, pursuing the biblical prophecy. New Jerusalem going to come down and search you out and cuff you up, and we're going to go from there. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. You see? Let's continue on. He shall flee from the iron weapon, right? And the bow of steel shall strike him through. What's this talking about? Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. You see, the iron weapon, the bow of steel. It's talking about those missiles, man. If you can't see that, you're a damn fool, right? Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, right? Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, right? This is talking about it coming out of the silos, man. You see? It's drawn and coming out of the body, man. The silos, man. Yeah, the glittering sword, right? Sword is a buzzword for the missiles. If you didn't know that, now you do, right? Sword coming out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, man. Hey, and once these things are shot, there's no turning them back. There's no turning them back. It's game over. All darkness should be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown. See, that's another key part of this precept to show you that it's talking about a missile, right? A fire not blown shall consume him, man. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Okay, and in this case, the tabernacle is all of America, man. This is where evil rests his hat at. Right here in Mystery Babylon the Great. Okay? And this is where the northern and southern kingdom were oppressed together. You see, this is where the blood of our forefathers was shed at a massive rate. Okay? And in pursuing to Jeremiah 16, this is where the second Exodus is going to take place. Okay? The land of the north. This is where the greatest deliverance is going to happen. Okay? And also the greatest judgment executed, man. Pursuing the biblical prophecy. Okay? So this whole NWO is it's a farce, man. It's a farce. And even these other Edomites know it. You see, that's why we can go into articles on it, man. And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see? It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let's close out here. The book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 12, and it reads, he disappointed. Who's he? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, right? And the crafty, what? These so-called white people, man. These elite, these Edomites. These Amalekites, these small hats. These gutter rats, these imposters, man. Okay, they're the crafty. They're those slippery serpents, man. The most cunning beasts in the field. All right, pursuing the Genesis, the 3rd chapter, man. So their hands cannot perform their enterprise, man. See? So it's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that's going to disappoint you devils, man. And no matter what you try to attempt in efforts to achieve your diabolical plan, it's going to fail. Hey, thus says the Bible. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halalim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Shalom.